Hey, good afternoon everybody. This is John from Volkswagen Planet coming to you from a nice warm 55-degree day, January 15th, 2019. You may ask, why am I showing you a picture of my meter? Had a very interesting situation happen here. Let me explain what just happened. I was next door at my other property, and all of a sudden Lucy decided she was going to start barking real loud, and I looked up. I hear a little jingle on the fence. You look down there, this is the lock. I'm going to explain to you why it's like that. As you can tell, the fence was closed. So as you come down here, this is my driveway. Again, to the left, real plain and simple, there's a meter. And if you go from the street, there's a pole right there. Follow the power wire straight down the pole, and there's the meter. But let me tell you what happened. So I was next door, like I said, and Lucy starts barking, and I walked around the corner. I noticed a truck being outside, so I grabbed my tie iron, didn't know what was going on. And right where I'm standing right here is where I caught the gentleman who supposedly from Tico was standing. He was looking around. Basically, I'm showing you his view. This would be his perspective. Nothing in his hand. And when I confronted him right there in that little opening right there, I asked him what he was doing. He says he's here to replace my meter. And I was like, okay. I remember getting a letter from Tico. Tico is Tampa electrical company. That's who we use here in the Bay Area. So back to the story. He tells me that he's here to replace, again, the power meter. I was like, okay, no problem. I remember getting a letter. And I said, well, okay, do you have any ID on you? Because the guy is just wearing a baseball cap, sunglasses, and he's got a pair of gloves on. So he goes, well, I normally do, but I left my ID at the house. I said, okay, I could understand. I said, well, can you show me some ID? He goes, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I said, okay, well, let me put you on videotape, because I don't know who the hell you are, and you refuse to ID. So he goes, well, I refuse to grant you permission to videotape me. So mind you, I got this jack handle in my hand. This guy is 6'3", probably 230, 240. And he tells me that, well, all I got to do is call and get authorization from the owner to install the meter. I was like, go right ahead. So he walks up to the gate. As you can tell, it's not very far from the gate to my meter. So he's standing over there, and he tells me, or he grabs his phone, looks like he dials it, and it says nobody's answering. Well, my phone never rang, and he wouldn't tell me what phone number he had. So he goes, well, are you gonna let me out? I was like, well, the only way I'm gonna let you out is one of three ways. You're gonna leave here in the back of a gurney, in the back of an ambulance, in the back of a cop car, or you're going to let yourself out on your own reconnaissance. So he looks at me, he jumps the fence again, and he goes, look, I really need to replace this meter, and it'll take me 10 minutes. I said, well, it's pretty obviously that, you're doing what you say you're doing, but this is what got me. Now, I'm no electrician, but you can tell this meter is kind of old. But would you trust somebody who has if some guy walked up to your house, jumps the fence, turn around and goes and gets a box and it says Amazon on it, and I don't know if there was a meter inside there or not, but would you trust it? I don't think so either. But the story gets better. Now, I own the property right next to my house, so I own both these lots. And I own the property on the next, I own 3 properties side by side. So the guy takes off. Now, here's where the story gets even better. I don't know if you can see in the background here. Let's see if I can. You see where that truck is in the background right there? The same guy took off. I don't know where the hell he went. But again, I was next door, right where that Mercedes is right there. And all of a sudden, this truck comes up, parks right about out there, and he gets a little step stool. And I actually had it on tape, but I had to turn it over to the Tampa Police Department for evidence. So he jumps the fence. I don't know where the hell he went, but then he turned around and he, I guess, installed the meter, because I don't know where my neighbor has his meter at. So TPD came, but long story short, guys, always question what's going on. Always protect yourself. As always, God bless you. God bless your family. We'll catch you later.